Last week, Pinewood quit the cast. Now we're back together. Misunderstanding about the life ship plans. It doesn't matter. Now we're back together again. La 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 la. Couldn't play Jones and Johnny Cash. That's true. Couldn't clean up Easy Swamp Ass. And that's also true. This is our song for the 25th episode, 'cause we always come to kick some ass. Run the doghouse for the podcast. Give me your libations fast.
Me too.
Kick it, kick it, kick it.
Good afternoon and happy Thursday to all you beautiful lads and lasses out there. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our 25th, man, the big 2-5 episode of Fraternize with these guys. As always, I'm your host, Pastor Pinewood, and across from this increasingly smaller table is the other hostess with the mostest.
Easy.
What is with all this stuff on our table, bro? Like, we started with 3 pieces of equipment.
I know.
And now it's just like, it's tiny.
Well, I tell you what the problem is we keep getting credit cards and throwing that stuff. Hey, we can add this to the equipment.
We need to
give me APR.
we need to invest in a bigger table, bro.
Well, I'll get on that. I'm gonna make us one eventually.
We're gonna do one of those epoxy tops.
Yes.
Great. Can we have like beer cans in it, like crumpled up beer cans with little cigarette butts?
I was thinking with that we could do some beer cans,
Okay.
some bottle caps,
Nice.
and then maybe some cigar butts,
Oh yeah.
and then
Ashes?
bullets,
Oh, wait, bullets.
bullet casings.
Be like the most redneck table ever.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, to you and all of our listeners out there, and I'm sure the listeners are not surprised at all, our Spanish is no bueno.
Oh, well, that really surprises me because I'm a linguist.
So, a friend of mine, Nicole,
Okay.
wrote into the show, and she gently but firmly, with a small amount of aggravation,
Yes.
corrected our horrendous butchering of her beautiful language. So, in an attempt to be humorous, last week we called the episode Dosi Quattro.
Well, I mean, it just rolls off the tongue so much better.
Do makes sense, right? In my mind, I'm like,
do-si-do.
yeah, it's
Do-si
2.
quattro.
You know, when you dance, it's like a 2-step. You do-si-do.
Sure.
It's 2. Well, it's involved in 2, but it comes after 1. It's actually 12.
Oh.
Dosi is 12. So we were actually saying 12-4.
Well, isn't that just like 10-4, but we put a little muchos gustos in there?
It's like 10-4, but just a little extra. We aim to please.
Exactly.
We do just a little bit more.
So basically what Nicole is saying is we are no me gusta on our Espanolish.
Pretty sure that's correct. And
That's fair.
Did you add an L to the end of her name? Nicola?
And Nicola?
What'd you
I was
say?
doing I don't even know. I thought I said Nicole.
You may have. I heard it weird. But
well.
what's really funny is it's supposed to be 24, which means 24. You know, if you go to Starbucks and you get a venti, that's 20. We should have known that.
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't think about that either. And also, I would assume that's Italian.
I'm sure.
I mean, if you're
They're
trying
all
to
the
be
same,
trying to be
basically.
highfalutin coffee guys, you're going to do French or Italian.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I would assume, but apparently it's the same. And the best part is she knows how white we are, apparently, because when she sent
Fair.
it, she didn't even just send the Spanish words. She actually spelled them out phonetically for us so that we could understand. And there's a good chance we
That's awesome.
probably still got them wrong.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant.
I thought I would bring that to your humble attention just because, you know, we miss some stuff
Well,
sometimes.
that is appreciated. And, I mean, we don't mistake often, but,
I'm not sure about that.
I mean, I don't, but
I'm glad we're not fact checked. on a regular basis.
That is true. That could get really bad on our end.
Well, we are coming at you with our 25th episode. We're in the doghouse.
In the doghouse.
Yet again. And I do think we're going to be out of the doghouse at some point this summer.
Oh, maybe.
But for now, we're pretty firmly here.
Yeah, buddy.
And we like it.
I know.
It's comfortable.
Well, not right now. It's starting to get a little
It's getting
warm.
a little toasty. Yeah, it sure is. You can find us on TikTok now, which I have just recently discovered. That's super exciting.
It is.
I'm really digging the TikTok.
We've put out some pretty goofy
Yeah.
content already.
Yeah. So go check that out.
Yeah.
And you might be saying, TikTok's too addictive. I've heard bad things. I've heard it's a time suck, and you sit down and you know 3 hours goes away.
Yeah.
And I say, embrace it.
Embrace the suck.
Just embrace it. I mean, it's just one of those things. You know, download it onto your phone, check out of reality, give up on your family, give up on your kids, and just
who needs to pay
devote
bills?
yourself to TikTok.
Exactly.
I think it's sound advice.
I mean, you sold me on it.
Well, before we lose absolutely everyone who's listening because of our horrendous advice, we want to go into a little libations?
Let's do it.
All right.
Libations!
Well, we got an interesting one today.
We do.
It's not necessarily new.
Well, it's actually extremely old. It's so old that they have actually retired this one.
Wow. So we get like last dibs?
Yeah, this could be, I mean, if you don't find it on the shelves, then, I mean, this is probably going to be a difficult one for most of you folks to get.
All right. So I feel like we're up in our tall towers, and we're just telling everybody they can eat cake.
Get on down, dude. You can't have one of these peasants.
You plebs.
You plebes.
All right. Tell us what we're about to sample.
All right, so what we're drinking today is coming from the Texas Ale Project, and they are out of Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
This is part of their research and development series, and it's called the Rosé Amour.
Nice.
Is that good enough for you, Nicole?
I don't know if it's good enough for her. It's good enough for me.
I did.
It tingled my spine, bro.
Ooh,
It
it
got me.
tinkled. It tinkled your spine.
Yeah, I got all the goose pimples.
I did. So the Rosé Amour raspberry sparkling ale. With their description, it says this is their third limited release in this research and development series, and it is a crisp ale brewed with raspberry and dragon fruit. It has a 5.5 on the ABV, and it's got an IBU of 20.
Nice. So right up your alley as far as bitterness units goes.
Yeah, usually
Yeah, I think you'll be safe.
you should be all right.
All right. Are you ready to crack into this guy?
I say we pop a top again.
All right, let's do it.
Dude,
If
I'm
you're
glad that I heard that coming in, because had I had a mouthful of that brew, I just spat it all over my mic.
So when we do our tasting of the libations, I don't want dead air, so I always try to pick something. And usually it's just something to have in the background. But every once in a while, I'll try to surprise Obeezy. And if you weren't sure what that monstrosity was in the background, that's a kickback from, I think, episode 22 or 21.
Roundabouts.
So it's the pig calling contest. It may have been further back than that. Anyway,
I don't even remember.
but you should check it out. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So you can type in pig calling metal on YouTube and find it. It's fantastic.
It's
All right.
great.
Sorry
Great
to get
stuff.
off on that tangent. This is a pretty good little siesta.
It is
Siesta?
not
Cerveza.
bad.
I don't know why it's-
Well, you're mixing your Mexican words up there,
I
buddy.
mean, if you had about 15 of them, you would take a nice siesta.
Yes.
But this is a good cerveza.
a siesta's going to follow quite nicely after this cerveza.
I would say the colder the better.
Sure.
I like that sparkling ale. It's very light, bouncy, as I have coined that particular term. I don't know if anybody else uses that for to describe a beer, but I like it.
Spongy?
I think it. No, not spongy. Spongy sounds terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
I can't imagine anybody giving you a beer and like, hey, this is a spongy beer.
Oh, this
And you're
is
like, what?
This is toothsome and spongy.
All I can think of is the sponge sitting on the sink that gets that mildew smell.
Oh, yummy.
When you touch it, like it won't leave your hand. Yeah. I really like it.
Yeah, it doesn't taste as much like an ale as it does kind of like a watered down IPA.
Agreed. Yep.
So
no florally notes, or not really.
Not much. There's little on the back end.
I get the fruit, mild fruit, and also, like I said, I really like the light flavoring and also that sparkling. It's almost, dare I say, almost pushing into seltzer territory. Like it's getting into that kind of crispness.
Okay, yeah, I can kind of see that.
I don't know if I'd buy it again.
If
we had the option.
The good news is you probably won't be able to.
Yeah, we won't. But it's all right.
Yeah. Well, and this is the first time we've actually done anything from the Texas Ale Project, to my knowledge. So
we'll have Dallas.
They're out of Dallas. So we'll see if we can't come across a couple more of these guys. But what are you thinking on your rating?
I'm gonna give it 78.
A 78. Huh?
78.
Okay. Well, I was roundabouts. I was going. I'm kind of feeling just a base layer of a 70.
So wow.
So
I think this
drinkable.
If you find this, I think this would be a good beer to have in your fridge when you have people over.
Yeah.
It'd be something new, be something they haven't had before.
Sure.
It's decent. It's light, and it's not 9%. So you don't have to worry about somebody, taking it a little over the edge.
Push it to the limit.
So good beer. I like it. And just so everybody remembers, anything above a 60 for us it's still a pretty decent beer.
Yeah.
So I like it.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but like you said, I probably won't buy it again, mainly because we probably won't be able to buy it again.
That's right.
So good brew.
Good brew. Hey, I tell you what, before we go into our 4 questions, we have some pretty exciting stuff. Now, we're going to go over this more in detail in our update segment, but we have a brand new logo. Is that right?
We do.
And it's already been on the socials. We launched it already, or is that coming after the episode?
We will. I'm pretty sure we start because we're recording this a few days early.
Just a couple.
I think we're going to launch this at the beginning of the week with the new logo.
Nice. So we got a new logo, some new merch,
yeah,
and we're excited. Things are kind of getting some traction.
Exactly. It's interesting to see how far we've come in the last 25 weeks.
It's true.
That's true.
I went back and I started listening to the beginning to see if I could pick up on some of the challenges that we issued because I wanted to compile them. First couple episodes a little rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little rough around the edges. So hopefully we just get, better and better.
I mean, I'm hoping so. That's in the grand scheme of things.
Like 75% of the audience is thinking, we really hope y'all get a little bit better too.
I mean, if you could work on that just a little bit, that'd be great.
We are amateur comedians at best, and
I don't know about that. I'm pretty damn good.
I don't know, bro. Like I'm gonna go with amateur, and I would tend to say wannabe even more than amateur.
Potato.
Parrots and carrots.
Parrots and carrots.
How about we go into our 4 questions for
Let's
today?
do it.
4 questions. I think we have some pretty good questions today.
I feel like they're going to be pretty fun.
All right, you got 2 and I got 2.
Yep.
All right, you go first.
All righty. So question number 1. You can go back 100,000 years to a cave that will be discovered by archaeologists. What do you write on the wall to mess with them? Because I know you're going to definitely mess with them.
Yep. So the first thing I'm thinking of is the picture of the life ship. And underneath it be like $20 to save yourself from the space lizards and the Illuminati. That's what I'm going to draw.
Okay. Dang. That's brilliant.
They'd be like, what's that? And then they'll
I don't
type it
even know
into
what that
Google,
means.
and then we'll come up, and they'll be like, oh, crap. I better
this is
buy
for
me a
reals.
spot. I better buy me a seat.
I hope they have some openings left.
Yeah, I'll tell you something we'd have to really hone in is the timing. Because, 100,000 years, and they discover it, let's say, a year ago, the life ship wouldn't have existed yet. I don't know why I struggled so much saying
it wouldn't have existed yet.
So they'd be like, these cave guys have no idea what they're talking about. But if they discovered it like yesterday, then they'd find it online. They'd be like, man, something's going on.
Holy crap.
And then they buy a seat on the life ship.
We just spoke to the angel Moroni, and he found these next to those golden tablets.
Yeah, he's named that for a reason. You know, something else you could write on there is just a picture of a computer.
Oh.
Just like a 1980s standard desktop computer with the tower and the monitor. Rock people's world. Especially if they could date it to 100,000 years ago.
Sure.
Like, what in the world is going on?
Aliens were here. I told you. I done told you they built them pyramids.
The aliens were here, and apparently they like Macintosh.
Ooh, gross.
Commodore 64s.
Grody. You gotta step your game up, aliens. You gotta go with Microsoft.
I think a Commodore 64 could fly a spaceship.
Well,
a couple of lines of code in there, and bada bing, bada boom, and go.
And mum's the word. I like that. That's hilarious.
Anything you thought of?
Invest in Bitcoin.
Invest in Bitcoin prior to 2014.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
And if you found this in 2021, you'd be like, yep.
I should have done that.
Right there with you, ancient folks.
Or create Google or Bitcoin or Dogecoin.
I've just been happy investing in Bitcoin in 2012.
Yeah.
Like $100.
Yeah. So there's a crazy story that I heard not too long ago about the Bitcoin. There was a gaming competition years back. I think it was probably in 2009. And so the first place winner gets like $300-400.
Okay.
And then like all the way down to 5th or 6th or 7th place, you got 25 Bitcoins.
Holy cow, man.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But joke's on them, because now that was worth like $1.8 million.
Wow.
Now that's a hell of a return on coming in 7th place for video games.
No doubt. No doubt. I don't know if it's true or not, but I did hear a guy tell me that the first transaction with Bitcoin, the first actual person-to-person transaction, was for a pizza. And it was 10,000 Bitcoins.
Good grief.
For one pizza. And that included a tip.
Holy
And if that was kept, I mean, multi big whale billionaire.
You have
for a pizza.
You have private monster-sized island
Yes.
kind of monies.
Yeah, you own Morocco.
Yeah. Yeah, might as well.
Okay, all right, I like it.
All
And
right.
as just a reminder, all of these questions, we'd love to hear what you guys have. So send it in to us on the website or on Facebook or wherever. We'll get it.
Oh, yeah.
Send up smoke signals. We'll find you.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
All right, question number 2.
Question number 2. This is actually coming in from my wife.
Oh, the producer?
The producer.
Producer in chief.
She says, you are a burglar, but you can only steal things that mildly inconvenience your victims. What are you taking? God, that poor little gerbil is just a spinning.
Hand towels.
Hand towels?
Hand towels.
Well, joke's on you. I don't use a hand towel most of the time anyway. I got pants, bro. Who needs that? I just got air dry it and wipe it off on my pants.
Yeah, but
You've not inconvenienced me one bit, sir.
But I have, because it would drive your wife crazy.
Well, that's fair.
And then she would be miserable to be around because you don't have any freaking hand towels in the house and you can't figure out where they're going, and that would make your life miserable.
No,
So,
it wouldn't.
Not
really, because as soon as she got irritated, she takes my credit card and goes to the store to go buy new ones.
Well, at least the hand towels wouldn't end up on this tiny table.
Well, that's fair.
Better things to be bought with
We
your credit
definitely don't got room for that.
Okay, look, in all seriousness, this brings up a heated issue in my life.
Okay.
Because I don't know why, but in my house, I cannot keep forks in the kitchen.
like
forks.
silverware forks?
Yes.
How the hell do you lose those?
I have a billion spoons and knives, and I have 4 forks. And I'll have 3 by the time I get home this afternoon.
No.
I cannot keep forks in the house. And I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Before my wife started working at home, she would take the forks with her lunch to her job, and she
Okay.
would leave them there, and she adamantly denies it.
Okay.
adamantly says that it never happened. I'm like, babe, there's 2 people in this house. So either that or Darby and the little folks are coming in and stealing the forks, or you're taking these to work because I don't eat lunch at the office.
Well, here's the deal.
There's one of 2 options.
Well, those are your 2. Let me present you your 3rd option. So I'm a burglar, and I can only steal things that are inconveniencing you. So what I do is I go up to your place, and I'll snag a fork. Then I'll
It's been
keep
you
it.
the whole time?
I've been meaning to tell you, I got a shit ton of forks I need to give you back. Just whenever you're ready. It's only $20 a fork.
So if I get that $200,
If I get that
that'd be great.
$200, yeah.
So then you and your little people.
Yes,
That,
me
that
and
little leprechaun y'all invented?
oh no, I've got my leprechaun, and I actually borrowed. It's Danielle's husband, Chris.
Yeah.
I borrowed his primordial dwarf.
Oh, the dwarf.
And we go just run buck wild.
Wow. Well, I owe my wife a big apology.
You should.
That's been like the biggest fight of our entire marriage.
That is kind of rude.
is
of
over
you.
the freaking forks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have any other thoughts when you were bringing this up?
Oh, for sure.
All right.
Shit tickets.
Oh.
I mean,
Stealing the toilet
there
paper,
ain't
huh?
nothing worse than sitting down, especially if it's an emergency situation, when you got to go now.
Yes.
And you sit down and you look over and there is no relief.
Can you imagine how frustrated / concerned you would be? Like, what is wrong with my spouse? Every time I look in the cabinet, there's no toilet paper.
Is she eating it? Oh my God, where does it go?
What's going on in here?
Because like for me, we've got one of those cabinets up above the toilet
Okay.
in both of our bathrooms, and that's where we stick like 800 rolls of toilet paper.
Right.
So if I go up and there ain't no toilet paper up in there, I'm ruining the shower curtain.
No wonder your shirts don't have any sleeves.
Well, that's why. So the problem is that's why I don't wear shirts anymore. Because we had somebody that kept breaking into our house all the time.
Yeah.
And stealing stuff that would mildly inconvenience us.
That's
And
what
it
you
just
get
happened to
for
be the toilet paper.
befriending that primordial dwarf or whatever
You know,
he is.
that sneaky little bastard's probably the one who's been doing it. Chris, I need you to harness this primordial dwarf of yours.
You know, it'd be funny if he was dressing up as a mummy to go steal other stuff from other people's houses, but he has to stop at your house first to get more toilet paper to dress up like the
the mummy.
primordial dwarf mummy.
I like it.
I like it too.
That's awesome.
We took it to a weird place.
Yeah, we did. That's all right. That's what we do on this show. This is our damn podcast. We do what we want.
All right, I got a great question number 3.
Okay.
This comes from Rhonda. And
Rhonda?
no, just Rhonda, but there is an H in there, so it could be Rhonda.
Rhonda.
Either way.
What in the hell, Rhonda?
All right, she asked, if I eat a bunch of metal shavings and then set on a large magnet, would that cure my constipation?
Most certainly. It's probably going to cure a lot of things. Like,
Well,
like life.
It's gonna put an end to some things for sure, like
Life.
breathing.
Now, how big of metal shavings are we
Okay,
talking?
I got 2 questions. The first one is how big. That's of course that's an
Well,
obvious
that's always-
concern, right?
Hey, that's what she said.
Okay,
How big is it?
That's not what she said.
Oh.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't know.
Anyways.
You took that again to a weird place, like immediately. You took it to so far of a weird place that my mind couldn't keep up.
Shut off.
The-
It was
the-
like, nope. We need a system reboot.
The gerbil can't run that fast. He was running in one direction, and you shortchanged him, and he couldn't make that 360-degree pivot, 180-degree pivot.
180.
Because 360, he'd just be running.
He'd
the
just be
same.
right back where he was at.
Math's not our strong point. Math and Spanish probably
No.
don't listen.
I think we're going to find a bunch of things that we're just not that great at.
Probably right. All right. So size of the shavings, and also what type of metal. If you're ingesting some heavy metals like lead or rhodium or some of those that are on that periodic table down there in that danger category,
Danger. Don't swallow these. I'll kill you.
I can assure you won't be worried about constipation anymore.
Well, you're probably going to get the first deal with like heavy metal poisoning is diarrhea.
Well, it might be. I don't know. I don't know what the first symptom of that is.
Remember, I was a medical professional.
Oh yes,
so
yes.
That's definitely one of the sure signs that you could have heavy metal poisoning is you got the rheas.
Interesting. See,
Not the Ronas, the rheas.
okay, I was under the assumption that mercury used to cure syphilis, but it also made you go crazy.
Well, that was before my time.
Oh, okay. So
Long before my time.
you didn't study anything.
I cleared all of that up in my journals. If you just go back and read those, it's a light read. It's only a couple thousand pages.
But to answer her question, let's say she did it perfect. Let's say she did a non-damaging metal,
Like
small shavings.
Aluminium.
I don't think that would be attracted to a magnet.
Nope.
So I was going to say lead. Definitely don't want to do lead.
No.
Or stainless steel. Little bitty pieces of stainless steel.
Gar.
And maybe not shavings with rough edges, but maybe like little tiny BBs.
Just like powdered.
Kinda like birdshot.
Okay.
Like tiny birdshot. All right.
I'm with you. I'm
Okay.
with you.
And you ingested. You let it stew for 12 hours or something, and then you'd have to have a pretty significant magnet.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to use one of those strong earth magnets.
That's right. But it might backfire because your colon does this little S loop number.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like a straight shot, so you might just prolapse your colon.
You might just yank everything out.
You might be like one of those weightlifters.
Oh, it just blows the bottom out.
Yep.
God.
Rough.
I remember seeing that video for the very first time, and I was like, I had to watch it
Yeah, that's
like 6 times, and I was like, I don't even know what I'm witnessing. Is this real? Is this the real?
Oh, gracious. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough to even think about.
He blew it out through his drawers.
Yeah. So, Rhonda, I'm going to say just maybe take some Pepto or some milk of magnesia and, is it milk of magnesia?
Well, I know one of them that you can take, and I can vouch from experience, is magnesium citrate.
That may be what I'm thinking of.
Or as I like to refer to it, is a magnesium can't shit straight. So I was having some bowel issues, and the wife was like, this is when we were dating.
Oh, dang, son.
Yeah, she goes, well, here, try this, see if it works. This is supposed to work. I used to work for a gastro. I was like, whatever. So I'm reading it, and you're supposed to chug this entire bottle.
Okay.
And after that, you have to drink like a half a gallon of water in about 30 minutes, which is a feat in itself.
Yes, and probably a warning of what's to come.
Well, yes. Well, and it doesn't specifically say make sure you don't venture too far from a toilet.
Okay.
So it says after about an hour or so, the earth is going to move.
Oh, I see. Now, this stuff's available just over the counter?
Yeah,
So you
OTC.
just go buy it?
Walgreens has it. CVS. I think we actually got it from Walgreens.
Okay.
So I did the whole shotgunned it. It didn't taste terrible. And then just started drinking the water, and I'm sitting here playing my video games, and about an hour and a half rolls around, and I'm like, well, I guess it's broken, or my system's too good to handle this crap.
It's too powerful.
I just need to double the dose. So the wife comes in, she's like, well, how are you doing? And I said, well, this is a bunch of crap. It doesn't even work. Oh my God. and it was just, somebody had blown through the Hoover Dam.
Wow.
For the next, oh God, I don't know, 16 hours.
16 hours?
Bro,
Dang, bro.
it was terrible.
Well, I mean, at least you weren't constipated anymore.
Well, yeah, I didn't have much of a sphincter anymore either from all the wiping.
So, Rhonda, if you're listening, just do that.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
It's definitely cheaper, less dangerous. You won't prolapse your colon, and you probably cure your ailment.
Well, I preface this. You're gonna want to make damn sure you don't have somebody going in and stealing your toilet papers because that's gonna put you in a world of hurt.
All right, good. I want to circle back now. When BZ tells a story, it takes a while to get to the point.
Yeah,
So
well, I'm a storyteller.
Well,
I'm a wordsmith.
I don't know about that.
Well, you'll come around to it.
I need to circle back to something.
Okay.
This all happened when y'all were dating?
Mm-hmm.
How long had you been dating?
Oh gosh, not maybe 2 years. It'd been a while.
Oh, okay. All right. So you knew each other pretty
We
well.
weren't fresh.
This was like the third date situation.
This wasn't date night 2. Hey, by the way, we're gonna order some pizza and we're gonna rent a movie from the Blockbuster, and then I'm gonna shotgun me some magnesium, can't shit straight, and I'm gonna need you to hold my hand the rest of the weekend.
I like that. You know, if she stuck around after that,
You literally have to marry her.
surefire keeper.
Yeah. Well, apparently it works. So.
Well, yeah. But you did. I imagine, knowing you at least semi sort of eased her in to that particular process.
I've drank since then.
All right. Well,
I'll say yes.
Send us your information on your best constipation recipes, because I'd like to know.
Constipation recipes.
Yeah, it'd be good. All right, question number 4 comes from a make this.
You can do it.
Make this right. It's spelt weird.
Oh, okay.
So basically anonymous, just somebody who posted online. But I thought it was a great question, and I can guarantee you're not going to have an answer.
Okay.
All right. The question is, I always hear this song on the radio or when I'm up in the club. And by the way, the is spelt
THA?
Yep.
Good for him.
But I can't find what it's called. It's all beats on one part of the song, and it goes kind of like this. It starts real slow and then slowly starts picking back up, and it goes faster. It says dun 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 der. Now he writes the song.
Freaking way.
He writes out the techno beats on a question. And Beezy, this is a paragraph and a half worth of duns, ers, and ders.
That's brilliant.
Yep. And then he closes with, I'm so sorry if this information is bad, but I'm sure if you think of it really hard, you'll come up with it. And my answer to that is
Nope.
No. Nobody's going to come up with that.
He's on you. Well, luckily for him, I am a genius.
Are you now?
And I can beat whatever that Shazam thingy is.
What's the Shazam thing?
You never watch that show? Beat Shazam. It was hosted by Jamie Foxx.
What?
Yeah.
All I remember is the fake movie that never happened, quote unquote.
Kazam?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, that's Mandela effect nonsense. That's a story for another day.
Yes, it is. All right, so you think you could solve this particular quandary?
Yeah. So, bum 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 chicka chicka bum 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 bum. It's Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, nice. But you didn't use a single dun or an or a der.
Dun 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 dun.
I think it would be great if we just started listing songs.
With the da-das and the ers?
No, just not even that. Just start listing songs for him to pick out. And maybe eventually he'd figure out which one was right.
Sure.
I do like it's the most popular techno song that they play in clubs. That's what he says. And
that narrows it down.
Yeah, it does. I haven't been to a club in a bit, but the techno music, it isn't exactly the chart-topping hits of the day.
No, especially in the Americas.
Yep. Usually it's made in-house.
Yep.
Or at least compiled in-house.
Yep.
So make this right, you're going to stay wrong. Because I don't think there's any making this particular question right.
I think I'm going to go with, it's probably going to be Bangarang.
That's hilarious.
And have you ever heard that song? I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about.
Oh, I thought you were just making that up.
No, I'm telling you, bro. I've got this on lockdown. Let me see if I can pull it up on the Changoletta.
Are there
by Skrillex?
Are there duns and durs in it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we can only play about 5 seconds of it. So.
Okay, so.
And make sure there's no advertisements.
Oh, we actually don't have advertisements.
Oh, that's a shocker.
Starts out slow.
Okay.
So can we talk over it? If we talk over it, do we get okay?
I don't know.
Anyways, I'll play for it. I'll play you this afterwards, and then we can collaborate and listen.
So we got to tell people it's.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Skrillex Bangarang right off the bat. That's exactly what the song is.
Perfect. I'll respond to him, and maybe he'll be happy.
You're welcome.
All right, we made it right.
I won't even charge you that much. Just $20 a month.
Well, we're past our 4 questions, and excitingly today, because it's our 25th episode, we have a new logo, we have a Patreon account, we have all these new things happening. We also happen to have our very first sponsor.
We do.
And so please take this moment to hear from our sponsors and buy accordingly.
Hey, Pywin, what you drinking?
Well, I felt like something a little fruity, so I got me a mango IPA.
Get that crap out of here!
Hey, bro, what the French, man?
You gotta give this cocoa cocktail a try.
What is it, a cocoa connection?
Nah, bro, come on. It's Cocoa Cocktail. It's the newest craze in the seltzer game. It's a vitamin-infused, all-natural, non-GMO, spiked, sparkling coconut water. It's literally the future of alcohol.
Come on, man. The future of alcohol, that's a little heavy-handed.
Bro, I'm telling you, even the aliens are drinking this stuff.
You mean like the space lizards?
Like the space lizards? Oh, dude, you know what? We should totally stock up on this for the life ship. Ooh. I mean, the people are going to want a sweet, tasty beverage, eh?
But we got to give the people what they want.
Got to give them the best, bro.
Well, Hellfire, you won me over. Let me try that thing. Well, dang, son, that's delicious. I don't know why you had to use all those highfalutin, flowery words, but that key lime seltzer speaks for itself.
Well, I tell you what's even better. All of our listeners get a banging discount when they order on Cocoa Cocktail's website.
Well, shoot, man, what's that website?
That website is www.cocococktail.com. That is COCOCOCKTAIL.com. And enter promo code FWTG7 when you order an 8-pack and FWTG12 when you order a 24-pack.
Do I get that discount when I order?
I mean, so long as you use the promo codes, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Do you think Cocoa Cocktails would send me that koozie?
Yeah, that's going to be a hard no, bro.
Cocoa Cocktail is an alcoholic beverage, and you must be 21 years old to enjoy, and please drink responsibly.
Now get on them interwebs and order you some, you plumpable some bitches, and cheers to your health.
I've really been digging the Cocoa Cocktails.
Yeah.
And it's not even my thing.
Me neither.
But I do like it.
I guess it is kind of my thing now.
Oh,
because
yeah?
I've really come around to especially that lemon key lime. I know.
Whoa, that's a big admission, bro.
I know. I mean, I was a diehard pomegranate berry guy.
Yep.
And I think just the more that I've had, I've really come around to that lemon key lime.
Okay.
So
interesting.
I know.
All right, well, get you out. Get you out.
Get you. Yeah.
Get out there and get you that discount, and tell them that Fraternize with These Guys sent you.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it. Let's get right into our Cinemize with These Guys. Easy. Hit us.
Oh, gosh. You scared me.
Yeah.
I was almost hurtled. So, this week's Cinemize with These Guys is another one coming from El Producer.
Okay, nice. I think you nailed that with the exception of the hard R at the end.
El Producer?
Yeah, she's
El Producer?
Yeah, I think it's
La Producer?
Let's go with that.
Nicole? Wait, we need you to hook it up with some answers on this one. We're going to go with La Producer.
Okay, I like it.
La Producer. So
did you just do the My Sharona?
Yeah. That just happens.
Yeah, Nicole is not going to be happy with that.
Yeah, she's probably going to quit listening.
You know what would make it like extra stingy? If we added what'd you call it, the little tilde?
The tilde.
On her E at the end of her name.
Ooh.
Nicole.
Nicoleo. Actually, it would be Nicole.
Oh, yeah?
Nicole?
Well, before we lose another fan,
right,
let's
sorry,
get right
Nicole.
into Cinemize.
We do love you. So, Cinemize is coming in from my wife, and she says, what actor or actress in movie or TV has had such a defining role that you have a hard time seeing them play any other role?
I got one immediately, but I can't remember his name.
Okay.
Dynamite!
Dynamite!
The guy from Good Times.
Okay.
It's like, I can't remember his name.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I didn't watch any of that.
Really?
So I have no idea I just know the Dynamite.
Wow. Well, he was a comedian. And apparently he would go to stand-up shows and he would charge like $2,000 extra if they wanted him to say that phrase.
Dang.
Yeah, so he'd go do stand-up and everybody was like, what? He's not going to say it? And he's like,
Sorry, they didn't
pay the
didn't
money.
They didn't pay the extra $2K. Man, we may be cutting ourselves short on that $20.
Yeah, maybe so. It was like the catchphrase ransom. He was like, I'm going to say it, but you're going to pay me.
Use a paying for it.
That's one for sure.
Okay.
That I probably couldn't see in any other role. I would always think of that.
Okay. So I just instantly I thought of John Krasinski. He's Jim Halpert from The Office.
Doubt. Okay.
I tried so hard to watch, what is it, Jack Ryan
Yep.
on whatever, Hulu or Amazon
Prime, I think, yeah.
And it's probably a great show. I couldn't get past the second episode because there's no way Pam would allow that.
That's funny. It's like, bro, have you checked with Pam?
Bro, Pam for certain thinks you are still in Philly right now.
Are you stepping out on Pam? How
is ridiculous.
dare you, sir?
Is this just?
I don't care if you're saving us from the terrorists. You're stepping out on Pam. I'm done with you, bro.
No,
I'm done.
You're done, son.
Jim Halpert was such a powerful character. Do you remember that show Chuck?
Yeah.
So I went back and started watching Chuck from the beginning. Jim Halpert's so powerful of a character, I see him in other characters.
Yeah, I can see that.
The guy who plays Chuck looks like him, and every once in a while he's like, is that Jim?
Is that Jim? Jim got cameo?
So right there with you on that.
Okay.
Now onto a movie star that it's not necessarily one particular movie that he's done, but one role that he's done.
Okay.
So it's John Cusack that has just been broken up with, and he's crying in the rain.
That's every movie he's ever done.
Every single movie that he's ever done. That's a scene.
That's just a
Say
John
Anything
Cusack movie.
To High Fidelity, to Muscle of Dogs, to Serendipity. It's every single movie that he's in.
That's fair. That's
and
fair.
the girl in me comes out because I love it every single time.
Yeah, I despise you for it. But I will snuggle with you and let you cry while you watch it.
Nice. But that's definitely another one. And then really, I struggle. Now, you might disagree with me on this a little bit. I struggle with Robin Williams.
Okay.
I have a hard time watching Robin Williams outside of
a comedy?
No, of the lovable dad.
Huh.
Or the lovable whatever, like in Jack when he's the grown-up kid,
right?
Or especially Mrs.
Patch
Doubtfire, Patch Adams, all those things I kind of grew up with, and then to see his stand-up,
it's
like, whoa, bro.
Dang.
I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but holy cow, it's like watching Bill Cosby go up there and just be outlandish on stage.
Well, and that's.
But Bill Cosby wasn't outlandish on stage. He was just outlandish.
He was outlandish in the bars.
that was taking place backstage.
He dropped them pills, son. No, but it's funny you say that because there's another one from TV that would just completely blow your mind if you're not aware of this already. But Bob Saget, he was America's dad.
That's right. That's true.
Well, I guess for our generation, growing up, Full House was the show.
Yeah, it was.
Bob Saget was the man.
Yep.
And if you listen to his stand-up, it is raunchy. And it's something for me to say that it's raunchy.
Yeah, that's true.
And it almost made me blush.
Oh, yeah?
A time or two.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, that's pretty powerful, and I think a lot of it has to do with nostalgia. Yeah, and you kind of get those things looped in, and they're etched in your mind, and it is hard to get out of some of those. But also, kind of, I hesitate saying this because I have no skill in the craft at all, so I'm not judging. But it might also be the lack of an actor or an actress's skill,
Well,
where you're just kind of one-dimensional.
Sure,
And you play
sure.
the same role over and over and over again. And I'm not saying that's the case, especially not with like John Cusack or Robin Williams. I think they're very versatile. But part of it's nostalgia. What?
Well,
that's fair. That's fair. At least one of them. I don't know what Cusack's doing nowadays, but you know what? He did play that serial killer in.
that's
Sean
that
sent us
Sean
that
told
movie
us. Yeah, I forget.
with old Nick Cage.
Yep.
It's actually a pretty good movie.
Oh, you actually watched it?
Yeah, I did.
I
It was
still
good.
have yet to get
That's
around to watch
pretty
that
good.
one. Okay.
Anyway,
I'll have to
all
check
right,
that one out.
So good cinemized. So actors or actresses that you can't seem to get out of one particular role.
Yep.
Send us your ideas.
Yeah, this should be a good one.
Yep.
Let's get some voicemails on this.
All right, I'd like to hear y'all's thoughts. We have a brand new segment that we're introducing. We have a couple of new segments, but only one that we're introducing this week.
Yep.
And this is called The Pastor and the Heathen. So Pastor and the Heathen, this is kind of what the podcast was originally supposed to be and supposed to kind of morph into. And we kind of got off track on a couple of things because, you know, we're a little schizo sometimes, and that's okay. But the idea is you have two perspectives regarding a single question.
Yes.
So here's the question for the day, and you'll get the pastoral perspective and also the heathen perspective. And by the way, heathen is just a nice way of saying secular.
Yes.
We're not calling BZ the devil.
Right.
I mean, sometimes.
Sometimes that can be a douche.
All right, so here is the question from Samantha. No one I know that is my age goes to church on Sundays. We have a young family, and Sunday is our only day to sleep in. Should we be going?
No.
Wow, right off the bat. Why am I not surprised at that answer?
I mean, you shouldn't have been surprised at all.
You can't think of any reason that Samantha and her family should be going to church.
No, not really.
Even if she's apparently feeling guilt about it.
Well, if she feels guilt, she can pray about it, right?
Well,
if she's that religious, I mean, come on, Miss Religion, get in there and pray.
yeah, but you see, we call that conviction. And when you're convicted about something, you have to change your ways.
Allegedly convicted.
You can't just innocent until proven guilty. You can't just pray it away. you gotta address the issue. You gotta change the circumstance. That's how the conviction goes away.
I mean, tomato, potato, but I don't see the need to go every Sunday.
Okay. All right. So as a believer, we're not mandated. It's not something we have to do as Christians. It's something we're encouraged to do in Scripture.
Okay.
And the reasons are vast. You got fellowship. You got options to give. You have involvement. You have the ability to grow. You have the ability to grow the Christian movement in your community. You have the ability to take care of people in your community. The church is the hub. That's where everything kind of comes together, and it should happen out of. And I would say, this is a pet peeve of mine, and I hope I don't offend anybody. I really do. I'm not trying to offend people, but the excuse, Sunday's the only day that I have to sleep in, you don't need to sleep in, bro.
Bro, I do.
No, you don't.
I most certainly do.
Just don't go to bed at 3 o'clock after watching Netflix for 16 hours.
What if I'm not up watching Netflix for 16 hours?
What are you doing?
What if I'm recording a podcast?
We'll record it earlier.
What if I can't? What if I work? What if I got a 9 to 5 and
No
then I've
excuses.
got the other? Well,
No excuses.
that's shenanigans.
I don't buy it. If it's a priority, if going to church is a priority, make it a priority. And there's no excuse for missing church if it's a priority. The problem is that we have busy lives, and the first thing that always seems to be nicked out is church.
Yeah.
So you got kids baseball and soccer and basketball and school and all this extracurricular crap. You got your podcast, you got Netflix, you got your job, you got all these other things. And the last thing on the priority list is always church.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's not a priority.
I mean, no,
It's definitely not a priority for you.
certainly not.
Okay, so here's two things. Samantha, if you're feeling guilty about it, you need to figure out why you're guilty about it and fix it. Because that's conviction. We call that the Holy Spirit. And you need to fix it. Secondly, I would say even a non-believer, especially if you have a young family, you need to be doing something with your family on a weekly basis. Have lunch. Have dinner. Sit around the table. You guys sit around the table and eat. I like that. Every time I come over, we sit around the table. you have a meal. Usually it's a cheap meal that's thrown together quickly, but you still sit around the table and eat together.
Sure.
I like that. It's the same principle. It still applies. If you're going to do something, do it consistently.
Yeah.
And don't just give up whenever things get a little bit rough around the edges.
Yeah.
So Samantha, put your big girl panties on, get up in the morning, and go to church. And by the way, most churches start at 11 or 11:30. You can sleep in until 10 o'clock and still go to church. 10 o'clock, bro. You can go to bed at 2 a.m. and get a full 8 hours and still go to church.
See, I'm going to allow my baby to dictate what time I've got to get up on the weekends.
Well, you're the parent.
No. If she's going to sleep until 11:30, she sleep until 11 damn 30.
Why?
That's my beauty sleep, bro.
Well, it's not working.
Well, that offends me. I need to speak to your manager.
I am the manager.
Oh, damn.
That is my particular position. If it's a priority, you'll make it a priority, and the excuses are just that. They're excuses, and you should definitely go if you're feeling guilty about it. Now, if you're not feeling guilty about it,
Don't worry about it.
don't worry about it.
Drink beer.
Do a little day drinking.
Sunday is fun day, man.
You know,
I can't tell you how many amazing times I've had day drinking on a Sunday.
well, you and I both are kind of on sports, right? We
Yeah,
can
for the
sit down
most
and watch
part.
sports. However, Saturday and Sunday football season,
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
Sure.
I'm all about it. After church, come home, grab a couple of beers, some chips, some dip, maybe a hot dog pita, and
Just a wiener pita.
and just enjoy your afternoon. But take care of your priorities. That's my answer.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't mean to just like completely take over the new segment.
No, I'm enjoying it. You asked the question. I already gave you my answer like 2.5 hours ago. So
That's true, and it was very succinct.
yeah, just no. Don't worry about it.
All right. Even as a non-believer, let me just say the last caveat, like I said a while ago, do something. Do something with your family on a weekly basis. It will benefit you in the long run, I promise. And even old Beezy the Heathen has that taken care of.
Exactly.
All right, man. Proud of you, bro.
Woo!
Thanks for hanging with me on that segment.
I do some rights.
All right. How about a little Thinky Blinders?
Let's do it. Thank you, blindness.
You know what I missed? I didn't do the light the cigar during Thinky Blinders intro.
You suck.
I'm telling you, bro.
I tell you one thing that
Maybe
I'm,
next episode.
that I'm thinking blind about right now is how much friggin' sweat I've got pouring off of my body.
It's a little toasty in the doghouse.
It is slightly warm, and
So Beezy's shop that we record in, we're very thankful to have the space, and it's not insulated, number one. And number two, we can't have any of the fans going while we're recording because you'll hear it
Sounds like we're recording on the freeway.
with the helipads.
Yes.
So we don't want to do that, but we're sacrificing for y'all. I just want you to know.
Yeah.
It's pretty toasty in here.
I think right now we're on the first layer of hell
Yeah. Yeah.
in Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, we get 7.
Yeah.
So hopefully we just stay on that first layer.
Yeah.
But
I'm hoping so.
I tell you what, when you get sweat right here in the middle of your mustache, it kind of runs right there on your lip. That's obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or right here on the soul patch.
All right, I've got a good thanky, and I'm sure yours is terrible. So let me go first.
Well, okay.
All right.
Mine's usually better than yours,
I
but
know.
Go for it.
It's just I got a little chip on my shoulder about
Okay.
it. Mine's a 2-parter,
Of course it is. It's
Okay.
always a 2-part.
but well, you'll just see. What is the craziest thing you've ever done that you would do again? And what's the craziest thing that you've ever done that you would not do again?
Ooh. Craziest thing that I've done that I would do again?
Yep. And one that you've done that you absolutely would not do again.
I mean, I've done a lot of crazy stuff. And, I mean, allegedly.
Right.
'Cause-
Most of it's past the statute of limitations.
Yeah. Well, I certainly wouldn't steal anymore.
Oh, yes.
Because I did that. I had
Had a little klepto streak?
yeah, had a wee bit of a klepto streak, and proud to say I've got oh God, when was that? 2003-ish.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yes, I've almost got my 20-year chip.
Nice. Nice.
17?
You went to TA? Thieves Anonymous?
The Thieves Anonymous.
Do you remember playing all those RPGs and you're like, I'm staying away from the Thieves Guild. Not
Getting
doing
away,
that.
Not doing anything into stealth and deception.
That's your trigger? How'd you fall back in, bro? What happened? You were on your 20-year chip. It's like, I started playing Morrowind.
Skyrim. Tell you what, we started a new D&D campaign, and
They made me the lockpick.
we needed a rogue. So, what you gonna do?
It's, bro, you stole 300 cabbages from the supermarket. How in the world?
I mean, you got to feed your family somehow.
Escalates quickly.
It really does.
All right, I like that one. So no more theft,
The more theft,
which is a good rule for folks to follow.
for the most part, I strongly recommend staying away from that one. But something crazy that I've done that I wouldn't mind doing again. See, a lot of some of that crazy stuff I did, I probably physically couldn't do it anymore.
Now, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
So we could load a lot of that into that first part of the question that I answered as well.
Yep. By the way, so I started coaching Little League baseball,
gross.
right? And I'm almost done. It was 2 months, and I regret it because it was a terrible decision. Lots of time and snot-nosed kids. And anyway, but the last practice that we had before these final 2 games, I just made them a bet. We were doing ground balls, and I said, I won't let one get by me. I promise. And they're like, whatever. So we got in the line. There were 6 of us. Not one ground ball got by me. Okay. I did it wonderfully for that 30 minutes, and I'm still paying for it. Like my body aches. It's been a week, bro.
Yeah,
and I'm still feeling that.
Trust me, I know the feeling because about. Oh gosh, maybe a year ago when we tore out the carpet in the living room and I was putting that wood floor down.
Yeah, that's right.
Bro.
You used to do that all the time.
And I had Aaron was helping me with it. And we got 99% of that floor laid in probably 8 hours.
Wow.
From start to finish. And dude, I couldn't get out of bed. That next day, I shit you not, dude, I could not move.
Just laid up, huh?
I hurt so bad. I didn't know I could ruin muscles in my toenails.
Yes.
My freaking toenails hurt, bro.
Yeah, head to toe. That's what they mean by that.
Literally.
So you're saying that there's some things that you would do again, you just can't.
I physically can't. Wakeboarding, I loved it.
Yeah.
I probably could do it and then would strongly hate myself. So we'll go with that one.
Okay, all right.
Wakeboard, because it was a ton of fun.
Interesting. See, that's the same line as mine that I would never do again.
Really?
Whitewater rafting. There's no chance that you get me back out there. The only reason I went in the first place is because I was trying to impress a girl. That's the only reason I went.
Jeez.
Class 4, White Rapids, miserable. I hated the whole thing. I'm scared of water, and I nope.
You're a fisherman. How are you scared of water?
I fish on calm water, bro, and I can see the bank.
Well,
and it's
that's
not
fair.
rolling past me at 100 miles an hour with somebody yelling at the back of me. Nope, never again, bro.
That's
never
awesome.
again the whitewater rafting.
Okay, I like that one.
All right, what you got for me, son?
Okay, your Thinky Blinders. Would you rather lose all of your memories or never be able to make new ones? So lose all your memories, or you can never make new memories.
So if you lose them all, you can make new.
Yeah?
And retain them. But if you keep all the old ones, you can't make any new ones. I'm going to go with lose all the old ones.
Okay.
Now, here's the reason. I think I have, this is almost a compliment to you, so I hate to say it, but I think I have enough friends and family in my circle that would help me through losing memory to make new ones.
You're taking a big gamble because I'm going to use this to my advantage. Bro, it's not Pinewood's life ship. Do you not remember this? is Beezy's live ship.
Beezy's live ship.
And you owe me $30 a month.
That's hilarious. I'm definitely going to go with that one. Now, I'm picturing a guy that goes the other way, where he keeps all of his old, but he can't make any new, and he just constantly messes up every single day, but he does it on purpose.
Huh.
Like, you know the game, and you know tomorrow you're not going to remember what you did.
Sorry, I couldn't remember that.
And you have a condition, and so people are going to give you a natural, kind of a
buffer.
Yeah, a little bit of leeway. So you're going to ride that train as much as possible. You're not going to go to work. You're going to do everything a little bit on the halfway side.
Sorry, I couldn't remember I had a job. Give me that unemployment, please. Sorry, I forgot I was supposed to fill that paperwork out. I've got a condition.
You get in a fight with your wife, and the next day you're like, "Oh, I thought we were still good. Like, why are you so mad?" And
do that anyways.
And then she can't say anything because she feels bad because you have a disability.
Damn it! That's my answer then, because I'm going to start using that.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, babe. What are you so upset for? We just woke up.
Oh yeah.
That crap you said last night.
I don't.
Do you not remember I have a condition?
Yeah. That is hateful. That was yesterday's me. This is today's me.
This is a new me.
This is a new Beezy today. We have to start carte blanche every single day.
Every day.
And your attitude right now, it's not helping.
So you better hope this day ends quickly, so I don't remember this shit.
I'm going to be mad at you today. Instead of you being mad at me, I'm mad at you for the rest of the day.
Oh, yes.
I'm going fishing.
And I'm going to stay out late so that way I don't remember how to get home.
What if the last memory that you do remember is you being terribly upset with your wife? It's so every day of your marriage, like everybody's just pissed off all the time.
No, that would be horrendous.
And so every day, 8 o'clock, as soon as you get out of bed, the wife's got to be like,
Whoa, we're not fighting. Hang on.
I'm sorry.
Whoa,
you're sorry.
What are you coming at me like that for?
That's hilarious. I think you're screwed either way. I really do.
Yeah, it sucks either way.
Yeah, but I'm going with rebuilding memories. That's what I'm going with.
Okay, I like it.
All right, good. Thank you, Blank. Hey, man, good 25th episode.
Yes.
And I tell you what, let's do. Let's get out of here with a little bit of some updates.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see what we got.
We got some news updates for you today.
What kind of news updates we got?
Bro, we got quite a bit.
Yeah? Well, it's episode 25, of course.
It's 25. I mean, this is the big one.
It's what we've been waiting for, bro.
This is the Venti Quattro?
Sounds right. No.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Cinco. Venti Cinco.
Venti Cinco.
Yeah.
I got a Venti in my Cinco right now because the wife refuses to make our own coffee and she has to go to the Starbucks.
Right.
So,
all right.
Anyways, neither here nor there. Dosi Quattros.
I like that.
Or Dosi Cincos.
There you go. 12-5.
12-5. All right. So, first off, on some updates, we had, of course, the always popular Austin Snow White Logan.
Really, Snow White?
The Snow White.
Is there birds in the background?
No, well, there's no voice message. He just emailed.
Austin, come on, bro.
I mean, Danielle's kicking your butt in this message game now, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Austin comes in and says, movies that would make great musicals. He says, any Simon Pegg and Nick Frost movies, the guys in Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
I like that.
I love both of those movies anyways.
Me too.
And I could see them being pretty awesome musicals.
Yep.
Then he said Forrest Gump would be awesome, especially any song led by Bubba or Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, I could just imagine Bubba. You get the coconut shrimp. Where did you go?
What if they did the shrimp rap?
No, what if they did? What if Bubba did a shrimp shanty?
Wow.
Like the Wellman song. Or the Wellerman.
You think I could work on that?
Dude,
and
we should do it.
Try to get a shrimp
shanty.
Let's
get us a shrimp shanty. Okay. Man, that is hard to say.
Yes, it is.
A shrimp
I don't know if we can sing it because we can't say it.
Nope.
But we could come up with
But I'm
something.
gonna do a lot, Bubba.
Okay. I tell you what, give us a couple weeks on that.
Yes.
Let us work on that. Okay.
Yes.
All right. What else you got?
He says a bad movie that would make an amazing musical would be Snakes on a Plane.
Yes.
Especially if you can get Samuel L. to sing.
Yep. Agreed 100%. I like that.
That would probably be in the running to knock off, what was it, South Park's Bigger, Longer, and Uncut for the most F-bombs in a movie?
It's possible.
Could be.
Could be. And also, as a musical, it would be a cheap set because it'd just be the inside of a plane.
It's just a tube.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And then he goes off to finish it out, and he says, also, I consider myself an atheist, and I believe in science. I think religion will never be obsolete because every person wants to believe in something bigger and wants to be a part of something bigger, whether that is God, Allah, or science.
Okay.
Kind of what we come to an agreement on, anyways.
Yep, agreed.
So that's awesome, man. We do appreciate everything that you've done, Logan, and thanks for listening.
Yep. And even though I disagree with that perspective, I respect that perspective, and I appreciate you. Chilling with us.
Spend some time with me at least, anyways.
Yeah, send some more recordings of those birds. I like those birds.
We need some more of that magicalness in our lives.
Oh, all right, good stuff.
Next, I want to say we'll just do a real big shout out for Gigglin' Piglin 2789. Gigglin' Piglin 2789. He shot us a 5-star review on Apple, and it's actually really cool. This is one of our organics.
Yeah,
we both don't know this one.
Nope.
Not friend or family.
No, I wish I did with a name like Gigglin' Piglin.
I mean, Gigglin' Pig. I'm actually gonna need you to call in and leave us a voice message with your best raptor call because I feel like you can be spot on with that name.
Yeah, probably. I would assume so.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and you want to read it?
Yeah, read his review.
So it says, I mean, what could really go wrong here? Beer reviews, advice section, movie reviews, all from two radically different perspectives. Not only funny, but usable as well. For a new podcast, these guys are headed in the right direction. Definitely deserves more subs and reviews.
Hey, man, thanks.
Freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, lots of respect. Thanks also for recognizing that we are just starting out.
Yes.
Even though it's 25, that's a big deal for us.
Yes.
Because we were expecting like 6. Like that's 6, 7 and done.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
nah, we're not going to do this.
So they say 10.
Yeah.
10 is the cutoff point.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, geez, 10. That's a long time.
That's a long time. We'll do something else.
I can't even count on you to go fishing with me sometimes. So
So we're excited. Thank you for at least recognizing that. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
That's true. All right. What else we got?
All right. So as for some more, we got Danielle
coming in hot again.
She's this is more of kind of an update slash I guess a thanks, really.
Okay.
As for updates, we're pretty much done on those.
Okay, gotcha.
But Danielle, she's going to be our new merch mogul.
Yeah.
Is what we're calling her. If you haven't gone and checked out the website yet, go check it out. It's www.fwtgpodcast.com. And then if you put a / merch, that'll take you right to the merch store. You can buy all of our stuffs.
Nice.
Pretty legit.
And we both got some stuff on right now.
We got some stuffs on right now.
I'm squiggly digglies.
I'm rocking the brand new logo shirt.
Right.
On the back says Beezy the Heathen. We'll take some pictures of this for you guys.
I like the logo. It looks good.
Yes, the new logo is out, by the way.
Okay, great.
And then what are you rocking? You got the squiggly diggly shirt.
Yep, and also got the plungeable down here, and I'll probably wear it tomorrow.
Nice. I love it. So basically, get over there. We've got the plumperable shirts, the new squiggly diggly shirts. The old school stuff is going to be phased out in the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
Get your hands on it while you can.
Yep.
Let's see what else. We want to thank Freedom Designs because that's the company that designed our new logo.
Okay.
And it's pretty awesome. So check them out on Facebook at Freedom Designs. And if you need anything designed logo-wise, give him a holler. His name is Drake. He's an awesome person to work with.
Seems like it.
Next, we want to thank Gwen with Prairie Blossom Marketplace. They're at 13105 FM 179 in Wolforth, Texas. They're open the first and third weekend. Saturdays from 10 to 4 and Sundays from 1 to 4. Go check out all the pretty sweet stuff they got hanging out over there. Plus, here pretty quick, maybe next weekend or so, we're going to have our own little Quana that's going to have some of our own merch in there.
Love it.
And finally, we want to thank Coco Cocktails. Check out their website, cocococktail.com. And if you enter the promo code FWTG7 for 7% off of an 8-pack and FWTG12, 12% off of a 24-pack. And shipping is free. And Coco Cocktails is an alcoholic beverage, so you must be 21 to drink and enjoy responsibly.
Responsibly.
We
want you guys to stay around.
For sure. No, just listen to the commercial. We already hit you with that, guys.
That's true.
Thank you for all the listeners, the OGs. We got several of those guys. We want to thank you guys so much for that. And then if you're new to the show, thanks.
Yeah, thanks
Stick
for checking
around.
us out.
Check it out for a little bit longer. Get caught up.
Get caught up. We have one more thing to talk about.
Uh-oh.
And it's because we promised we were going to talk about it. And we hate to talk about it sometimes.
Okay.
But we do have a Patreon account.
Oh, that's right. Why don't you take the reins on this one?
Patreon account launched this week. We already have 2 patrons, and they're both life shippers.
Yes.
And the reason that they're both life shippers is because they're driving the life ship.
Yes.
So, old Pinewood and Beezy.
Yes.
Heading up the life ship. So, on Patreon, there's 3 tiers, and we won't talk about this every episode. It's kind of, if you know, it's kind of a deal.
Sure.
First tier is $3. It's kind of like we're gonna
Tree?
buy.
You want tree 50?
No, tree 50.
Not tree
just
50.
tree.
So you saving them 50 cents?
I saving them 50 cents. We're gonna basically kind of like buy you a coffee. We're just telling you that we support you guys, that we like what you do. $3 isn't gonna kill us every month, and so that's what we're gonna do. You get a thank you message, and that's about it. It's just kind of a show of solidarity and support.
Yep.
Second tier's kind of the sweet spot.
It's the pita and butter.
Something like that.
Because the bread is now, we're no longer using bread and butter. It's pita and butter. Because bread's been knocked out. Bread is technically a pita.
I guess that's true. It's just, it's got yeast in it.
Yeah.
So second tier is the King Nugget tier.
Yes.
And we call them the 413ers.
Yeah.
Now, the 413ers is really where it's at. You get the thank you message, and you get the bonus podcast once a month.
Yes.
And so what Beezy and I are going to do, we're going to find a time to record an extra podcast once a month that will only be available via Patreon.
Yes.
And we don't know what that's going to look like yet.
It's going to be fun.
But you guys that are taking advantage of that particular tier, y'all will help us build that show.
Exactly.
So whatever that is going to look like, y'all will help us build it.
We'll say one thing for sure that's going to be on that new, the bonus episode. We're still going to have the Libations Library.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That is going to be Libations Library, where we do more than just beer.
Correct. And so we'll do the wines and the mixed drinks and
Yep.
whiskeys and all of that.
Yep.
And then also you do get some other things with that tier. You get a 15% off of all of your merch. And so you get a lot of things kind of added onto that.
Sure.
It's a great tier. That's the one. And look, it's $5.
It's $5.
It's $5. You spend $5 every day on a lot of different things. If you want to support us, that's a great way to do it. And we are very, very thankful for
It'll
all of
auto
you.
bill. You're never even going to miss that $5.
And the last tier is the tier that we are not going to talk about very often.
It's the King Daddy.
If you know, you know. It's the life ship tier.
You life shipper.
And you get a whole bunch, but you got to secure your seat
on the life ship,
or
baby.
you get kicked off the life ship. Go to Patreon/FWTG podcast. You can find us there. You got our new logo. You'll be able to recognize, and you got all 3 tiers with all of the benefits listed. And I will say, on the life ship tier, Beezy and I will give you a psychic reading every single month.
Yes.
And it will be hilarious.
And it will likely be in the bonus episode.
It probably will. We will do shout outs, and we will also do some shout outs in the regular episodes. We'll talk about people who have joined and that sort of thing. So
Sure.
Check that out. It's a big step for us. We're kind of taking a risk because a lot of people don't do it this early in their podcast.
Yeah.
They wait a little bit, but we want to kind of get a jump on the gun. And we also know that there are some people who want to support us right now.
Yes.
And they want an avenue to do that. So we got to get this podcast equipment paid off. And so
this is going to happen somehow.
So we're going to get this taken care of. We appreciate everything that y'all have done for us so far. We appreciate the views and the listens and the attaboys and the encouragement. Everything that you guys tell us, we take to heart, even the criticisms. We try to make it better on a week-to-week basis. Hang with us. Be patient. Send us voicemails. Send us comments. Let us know what you're thinking. It will get better.
And to send us comments and messages and all that stuff, the easiest way to do it, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. It's at FWTG Podcast, or type in Fraternize with These Guys.
Yep. And on TikTok.
Our TikTok is hashtag FWTG Podcast.
Nice.
That's the podcast. And then, of course, Pastor Pinewood, it's hashtag Pastor Pinewood and hashtag Beezy the Heathen.
Yep.
We've both got our own channels. I've been posting a couple of little thingies here and there.
I'm going to get after it this week.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
So TikTok for sure. YouTube, it's there. We're not doing a whole lot with YouTube just because they're funky.
Yeah, they have some copyright issues that we don't.
We tend to flirt around with.
We flag.
every
we get flagged. So I don't know what we're going to do on YouTube, if anything, but just know that that's the reason. It's not that we don't like YouTube. It's just we have a hard time putting our stuff out there because we get flagged for a variety of different things.
Yeah. And then honestly, the easiest way to leave a review, leave a message, leave a voicemail, get on our mailing list, go to the website.
That's right.
And that is fwtgpodcast.com.
I like it.
You can get the merch store. You can check out our Libations Library rankings from episode 1 all the way up to this episode.
Yeah. And if you're curious what a 413er is, you'll find that out in episode 1.
Yes.
All right. Let's get out of this 25th episode with a little ponder this.
Ponder this. Being naked with shoes on feels more being naked. Whoa, what the French? We're going to have to fucking re-record that.
I'll cut that. I think it's hilarious that you came in with the sultry voice and the first words were being naked. It's like, being naked? Whoa, what? I'll cut it out.
Being naked.
All right, go.
Being naked with shoes on feels more naked than being... What is going on with this? There's something is fucking... Just read it on this goddamn thing.
Pretty sure it's your transcription skills.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Being naked with shoes on... Being naked with shoes on feels more naked than being totally naked.
Wow, bro, what's going on?
I think I had a fucking stroke, bro.
All right.
I might be half dead.
Anytime.
I think the heat's getting to me.
It's a little toasty.
Being naked with shoes on feels more naked than being totally naked.
Okay, number one, that's true. Why'd you say it like that?
Because it said naked 3 times. Why wouldn't I?
You gotta do the sexy NPR voice?
You gotta have the sexy NPR voice anytime you say naked.
Can you read it one time just normal so that people can understand what you're actually saying?
Okay. Being naked with shoes on feels more naked than being totally naked.
That's true.
That's true.
Thank you guys for sticking around. We will catch y'all next week. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so friggin' good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. I was sitting in the kitchen one day and I was itching to fill up my belly with a piping hot jelly of the best damn treat in the world.
Hey, talking Pop-Tarts!
And that's how I stick a butter in it, almost make me shudder and scream like a baby girl. I don't want a giant penis or a rocket ship to Venus. I don't want to win the lottery. I just want to squat and gobble till I'm dizzy and I waddle in a butterfruit and throat our dream. So I put butter on a popcorn. It was so friggin' good. Have you ever put butter on a popcorn? If you ever did, I think you should.